as they run up towards the finish, will win the Horse and Jockey Hotel Chase for the second year running. Allaho wins in very good fashion.
Willie Mullins joins us now after Allaho won the Horse and Jockey Hotel Chase for the second year running. Willie, I must say, I thought that was Allaho really doing what he does best, jumping well, bossing the opposition. Did you see everything you wanted to today?
I did. He did it in the end, but Paul had set out with that plan just to jump, get out and go and not be waiting around for anyone. I was a little concerned the way he jumped the first 3 or 4 fences. I thought he was just sort of putting down in front of them and not the Allaho that jumped the last 2 or 3 fences. But then the start here, it's in front of the winning post with the parade ring and the stable yard, and you've got to go around a bend and go down a hill to the first fence. So he was just looking around himself a bit. But by the time the business end of the race came, he was flying the way I wanted him, and I think he even cut Paul out going to last, did he?
The scope he showed there, because he wasn't meaning it on a great stride and still was able to deliver.
It just took off, and I thought Paul was coming out the side door at one stage, but anyhow they stayed together and galloped. Paul thought he was only coming alive as he galloped up the straight, so that's a good sign, I think.
Ruby was just explaining earlier on the logic behind giving him the run today when there was talk initially about going straight to Cheltenham after Punchestown. Presumably you feel you've definitely done the right thing now, at least, do you?
You better tell me what Ruby said so
I forget.
so we don't confuse her. No, but I always thought he was coming here, and as much as that, it's a lovely distance between, it's a nice time now. I can let him back down and get him ready again for Cheltenham. And he, course and distance winner here last year. He was good doing that. So let him do it again, and we can hopefully get him back to Cheltenham in the same order we got him there last year.
Yes, interesting you say that. I mean, he's a year older now, but could he, if anything, maybe be an even better horse at the age of 8?
I hope so. Well, I don't know. If he can be as good as last year, that'll do me. But he's doing everything right at home, so just fingers crossed he stays right now.
He seemed to jump really straight today as well, Willie. We've seen him go left on occasion in the past, this race, and it punches down. Did that aspect of it please you too?
Yeah, everything about it pleased me. I think he was a little ring rusty, I thought, over the first few fences, but as I explained, the start here, the way it is, and I think I blame that. And then when he got warmed up, he was fine.
Is it a pretty straightforward routine he has between now and March?
I think so. He's a pretty easy horse to train. Very, so no complications. Just he eats, sleeps, drinks. He does everything right, and we just keep fingers crossed that he stays right. Yeah,
fingers crossed is right. He's one of the real stars of National Hunt Racing. Willie, just want to have words about yesterday and the performance of Energy. I mean, Ruby was saying, understandably, he's a bit tired after the race and the travelling as well. Would you expect
he lost a lot of weight, coming back over the whole trip. You've got to remember, even though it wasn't his first run in England because he won his point there, but it's his first trip away from home for us. And so we'll have to get him back now and build him up again for the next race and try and find some way of beating Shishkin. Could be tough, but and Shishkin has the advantage now as well as having run around Cheltenham and won around Cheltenham. It's going to be new to Energamine, but just chatting with Paul, Patrick, Ruby and David, everyone has different little theories about where we can improve, and as Ruby said, we've only got to get a half a length, and that might be harder said than done, but we'll see what happens.
And it's fascinating, isn't it, because you mentioned there Cheltenham, the other horse has proven at Cheltenham, but is potentially Cheltenham a track that might suit your horse a little bit better, do you think?
I don't know. Does our fella jump a little right on occasions, but other times he jumps straight. We never worried about it before, but we don't know whether he's going to be better or worse at Cheltenham. We'll have to wait and see.
And Willie, understandably, in the build-up to the race, you and Nicky Henderson were both saying all the right things, very respectful of the opposition, etc., which you have to be. But in your heart of hearts, were you going there pretty confident in your horse yesterday?
No, God, you couldn't be going there confident. No, I was going there that our horse was in great order, and I think he was in great order. And I think, as I said yesterday, we got the run of the race. He jumped well, did everything Paul wanted him to do, did everything Paul set out to do. Have we anything left in the locker? You'd wonder about that. whether the track, so we've a left-handed track in Cheltenham, more undulating than Ascot. They're all the things. They're the unknowns, and then we look at the race yesterday. Look at the way we rode it, the tactics we employed. Should we change them? Could we change them? Should we stick to what we're good at? I don't know. They're all the things that we're going to be asking ourselves time and time again.
Think tank will be in full crash.
That'll be it. So if you have a spare hour or two yourself, you can come down and throw your tuppence worth in. Yeah,
I'm not sure you'd want to hear that, Willie, in fairness.
Yeah.
And in terms of his routine, obviously it's going to be totally different to a horse like Allaho, who's finished this race with a bit of pep left in him. He'll have an easy time of things, I guess, for a while this time.
Yeah, I mean, I think Energamine is fit. We need just to get him back, get him, just let him have a break. That's it, and get him ready again. So I don't think we'll be changing any of his routine at home. I was happy the way he went there yesterday. If he goes to Cheltenham in the same order, I'll be very happy.
The whole racing world will be relishing the prospect of a rematch. Willie, finally just coming back to today, Billaway returns in the Hunter Chase. How's he been going at home?
He's just had a little setback. The right thing to do with him would be to run him in 2 weeks' time, but I just said to Patrick I want to run him and get him on the racetrack. He's got penalties in this race. If he comes up a little ring rusty, that won't surprise me, but I need to get him out, and I might get another run into him before the Champion Hunters Chase in Cheltenham or Punchestown. So today is just get him out on the racetrack. I might be a little short. We'll have to see.
Say no more. Willie, really appreciate your time. Well done again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.